Good morning, guys. Bill McMillan here with NDWX.com. Sunday morning and an active severe weather day is still slated for central Indiana. The Storm Prediction Center continues to highlight most of the state under an enhanced risk of severe weather. All modes of severe weather are going to be possible, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Forecast radar will show that thunderstorms will begin to blossom here actually within the next couple of hours across central Indiana, and these will be capable of producing some small hail, but will likely remain below severe levels. It's as we get into the afternoon and evening that thunderstorms will begin to become more widespread, and as mentioned, across especially central and south central portions of the state, all modes of severe weather will be possible. It'll be very important to have a way of getting the latest warnings that are going to come and just remain weather aware as we go through the afternoon. Eventually, this cold front pushes off to the southeast, and that's going to deliver a much colder feel to close the day and to start the new work week. Now, the other aspect of this storm system is going to be locally heavy rain. Widespread rainfall is expected to reach more than 2 inches across central Indiana. Precipitable water values are going to exceed 1.5 inches and in some cases approach 2 inches, so it just gives us an indication of the locally heavy rain, and especially if we get some thunderstorms to train over similar areas, don't be surprised to see localized flash flooding as we go through the afternoon. As mentioned, that cold front will push off to the southeast, and that will wash away the unseasonably warm and moist air that we're going to deal with today. Will turn much colder tonight. And this really just kind of sets the tone for the week ahead. A much colder feel in general. Temperatures tomorrow that will struggle to make it out of the 40s for highs with a gusty northerly wind in place. And the European ensemble has really been keying in on this colder switch for quite some time. The GFS was really having a hard time coming to terms with the colder look. It has since overnight turned much colder for late next week and next weekend. But the European has certainly been leading the way with this for now going on close to a couple of weeks with this colder signal. And to see temperatures on a 5-day anomaly here that are going to exceed more than 10 degrees below average across the northern plains. This is in Celsius, by the way, here too. And even into the Ohio Valley and the Midwest exceeds 6 to 7 degrees below normal. Pretty stout cold shot coming in here, and it's only going to reinforce itself as we go into the upcoming weekend as a legitimate early season Arctic blast pushes southeast. And with that, we've got some fun and games that may stir up with the colder push this upcoming weekend. This is a look at the GFS. Now, obviously, it's eye candy for now. There's no reason to put much stock into it, but something along this kind of solution here may come to pan out as we go into the latter portion of the upcoming weekend and early next week, with an area of low pressure tracking through the Ohio Valley and providing an accumulating snow event for portions of the Midwest region. Again, nothing to jump on right now in terms of with any sort of confidence, but we'll monitor things and see how we transpire as we go through the upcoming work week. One last thing that we want to leave you with, and this is something that we were discussing yesterday. This is a look at last year's snowfall map, snowfall analysis. And just notice, even in western and southern Canada, how bare it was in terms of just the lack of snow cover. And then we compare that to this year, and it is just a night and day difference in terms of the expansive snow cover and also the quality of the snowpack too. I mean, in some cases you're getting into, widespread 4 to 8 inches and more snowpack already across the northern tier, and this can really have an impact on not only the current weather pattern, and we're already seeing the forecast models trend colder in the medium term, and a lot of it has to do with this snow cover and the models coming to grips with this. But also it can have an impact on the seasonal winter outlook as well, and turn things colder across a large portion of the country, including here in the Midwest too. So something to continue to monitor, but certainly when you compare last year to this year, Definitely worth raising an eyebrow for. Guys, that will do it for the morning update here. We'll close out by taking a look at the current Storm Prediction Center forecast. And again, most of the state is included with an enhanced risk of severe weather. Remain weather aware this afternoon. Have a means of getting the latest warnings that are going to come out. And stay safe out there. Thank you as always for logging on to NDWX.com. We'll talk with you soon.